Keep waving.
What time is it? Game time! Woo!
What up, fans of the show? It's your boys, Detroit Love, PDubs, Michael B The Game Genie, and Kongs Are Us with another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes. Let's get it started.
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Funhouse. Welcome to another episode of the Super Game Room Dudes, your arcade and gaming podcast show. As always, I'm your host, Patrick, a.k.a. PDubs. With me, as always, is Carl, Detroit Love, and he is sporting the merch. Take a look at that shirt. Detroit Love wins. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. You might be able to find that where, Michael B. The Game Genie?
You can find that at Kongs Are Us Teespring store because Restalgia's fired.
And of course, we have with us our good buddy Kongs Are Us, and we got Michael B. The Game Genie. How are you, B Kong? Thanks for joining the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Super excited to be officially a substitute host for our fired friend, Restalgia.
Yeah. We had to let him go. We told him, we said, look, man, I have a beard. Carl has a beard. Michael B. has a beard. You're just too furry. Like, there's too much fur on this show. We would like you to, do us a favor. I don't think we were asking too much. Shave a little, like shower, shave, get freshened up.
Our BHI was way above where it should be for a YouTube channel.
It's definitely not for real with Kongs Are Us, for sure. The least hairiest guy you could find.
Yeah.
I'm like a dolphin.
There was just too much fur on this show. And Restalgia, check this out. This guy refused to shave. And because he refused to shave, that's it. He's gone. We're done. He's over. Sorry, Restalgia. We'll miss you, my friend. So, no, we're just kidding, guys. Actually, Restalgia is really, really sick, actually. He's pretty ill. So, best wishes to him. Guys, do us a favor. Throw some best wishes in the chat. Get better soon. Hopefully, Restalgia will be feeling better here in the next couple days. But he is really sick. I mean, and not just like how he's sick all the time, because he's a sick man, but he's actually ill. He's got an illness. So anyway, guys, we got a lot of great, awesome fans here who are joining the show. As always, we love seeing these folks. Tucker, Brad, 2Die4, he's clean. Devil Waldo, Braden, Michael Suna, Supleris, Camo, Jeff Rule. We love seeing all these same names every week, guys. Thanks as always for coming back to the show. Figured we have a lot to talk about today. Plus we want to show off. Plus we want to show off the AtGames Legends Pinball joystick panel for your pinball machine. So we're going to dive into that as well a little bit later in the show. So stay tuned for that, guys. I figured one thing we could kind of talk about here is for those of you who are waiting for your legacy cabinets, My Midway Legacy cabinet, I actually got an email from GameStop yesterday saying, hey, here's your tracking number. And I'm like, okay, I'll never hear from them again. You guys know how it is with FedEx and Arcade1Up machines. A lot of times these things just show up with no scans, right? No scans, it just appears. Well, sure enough, today I got the new update on my tracking saying that they've actually picked it up. So it looks like the Legacy cabinets are on the way to folks. Did any of you get a Legacy cabinet? Did you get updates on shipping? Let me know in the live chat. Michael B., how do you feel about this with the Legacy cabinets? It sounds like they are now finally going to be making appearances in people's homes as of next week. How do you feel about that?
Well, yeah, we talked about this before we went live. It's kind of a double-edged sword for me. I'm really excited. I saw them show up on the Walmart website here in Canada. So I reached out to one of the contacts I have here, and I said, are these here in Canada yet? And they said, we'll be here next week. So they're going to show up next week in Canada and then shipping out from there. So I'd say they're already in warehouses for you guys. Like you said, yours is already picked up to be sent out. So I'm excited, but I also just spent $2,700 on pinball tables, and now I got 2 Legacy cabs that are going to be hitting my credit card next week. So, yeah.
I mean, think about that, guys. Here in United, I know there's the conversion rates, but that's $1,800 American, $2,700 Canadian for 3 Arcade1Up pinball machines. Oh my God! How do you, B-Kong? Would you pay $2,700 to play 30 pinball games?
US, man, it's good to be Michael B, man. So must be all the subs and extra income. But yeah, $900 for a pin US would be a little much personally, but it's a great nice little package for what it comes with. We've all seen the reviews with it. You're gonna have a lot of fun playing those stock.
Yeah. What about you, Carl? How you feeling about all this Legacy and pinball stuff going on?
Well, I canceled my Legacy along with my Attack from Mars, so I'm just going to be sitting from the sideline clapping for you guys. I may pick it up after the fact. We'll see. Now, Colin, by the time you mod your pinball, you would have spent $900 anyway.
This is true. I've already put
play all the games that you want to play. That's the cool thing.
Exactly. I mean, I am in the process of doing my own mod, but right now I'm sticking with just FX3 because I like the theme cabs. If I am getting a Legends pinball and I'm in wave 4, so I'm going to be way behind everybody else getting that to do everything else that it can do. But I like the Zen tables. They look great. It's a themed Zen cab with the branding on it. So that's the goal. But, we can do a lot more. I know there's a lot of different pinball front ends coming out soon. So I'm going to be tempted really much to get into all the different pinup popper install things, maybe do what you did Detroit Love with your toy shocker.
Speaking of mods, did you guys see Restalgia's sick as a dog, but he managed to finish editing his video, got it posted today with his haptic mod on the Arcade1Up machines. Did you guys see that video? And what do you think about it? Let me know in the live chat. And Carl, did you see that video? Did you see what he did?
I have not, man. We had this exchange hack that's been going on this week. That's been me busy like a dog, man. It's been horrible.
What about you, Michael B? Did you catch the video? And guys in the live chat, did you see it? And what did you think about that haptic mod that cost you absolutely nothing?
I actually haven't watched this video yet. I apologize,
oh my
but
God.
I do want to talk about something. Carl actually wrote that in the chat there the other day, which I think he was trying to write to his other work people. He wrote about the exchange issue he was having in the IT world, and I just kept sending him pictures from Terminator 2 talking about how it was Skynet. No one caught that, so it really bothered me that you guys aren't more up on your pop culture references. Anytime anybody anytime talks about any kind of IT problem and IT taking over, you got to throw the T2 references in there.
They're coming.
That's true. But guys, if you don't know, what he did is he took the solenoids that are installed inside the cabinet, and instead of having them inside the cabinet where you could literally hear them but not really feel them, he moved them and remounted them underneath that front apron area on the Arcade1Up pinball machine. And by doing so, by having these solenoids now so close to your fingertips, or your palms, I should say, you feel a lot more of that feedback. Take a look at this right here, guys. What do you think about this? Literally a 10-minute mod with a little power screwdriver, and you now have better haptic feedback. Kongs, you've done a lot of, you've been tearing your machine apart. What do you think about this, man? Give us your expert modding opinion on this.
I'm sad I didn't think of this first, because this is genius in terms of simple updates you can do that are low cost. And you can tell what he did is the reason why it's flipped upside down, and I confirm because I did watch his video, is that metal plate is now screwed and touching that wood panel. So now when the solenoid hits it, you feel it more because the vibrations, the way it's made stock, that plastic housing was absorbing all that feeling that you would get from the solenoid. So this is super genius to do that, because that it's a very much an unused space in the apron. I doubt Arcade1Up would do what AtGames did and make a control panel that you can put. I mean, that would make no sense to do something. So it's just literally a black space that is now very functional. It's right underneath your hands. I think it's genius, honestly. I'm going to potentially do this. I might play around with the placement of it, because I know the way he has a solenoid firing towards the inside, and I think it was due to the length of the cable. So I might play with the placement, do a little bit on mine, but I'm all in. I'm going to be using the stock solenoids on my mod, and this is genius.
Yeah, this is a great idea. I'm definitely going to do this to my Marvel Arcade1Up pinball machine that I have out in the loft. I think this is a great idea, right? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us were honest in our reviews and said, "Hey guys, solenoids are cool and you can hear them, but you can't really feel them, right?" And I mean, are we wrong for being honest? I mean, by being honest and providing great feedback or constructive feedback, it helps make these products better, right?
But you know what's crazy? I can actually feel the back ones. I can't feel the front ones, but I can feel the back ones. When they're knocking off bumpers, I can feel the cabinet move, but the front I can't feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Hey
interesting.
guys, real quick, B, Original Console Gamer is here. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. I'm falling in love with this guy as a new YouTuber. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check him out. Hey, B, what were you about to say? I'm sorry to cut you off, my friend.
Oh no, I was just saying it was interesting to Michael B about that comment of since those are mounted on the ground level, right on the bottom of it. So maybe that's where your hands are naturally feeling. The ones on the side are like further back from where the flippers are. So yeah, I'm curious about. Yeah, you're right. I do feel it at different places, but not to the degree that like Restalgia was saying that this is going to be a 60% increase in how you feel your haptics. So I'm excited to get in there. He's so technical with that. How does he get 60% like better? Like, is he like measuring?
Did he really say that?
And his comments, I was like, did you test it doing with the plastic? He's
All right.
like, it's a 60% better feel. And I was like, that's a really specific number that you got.
Right.
All right.
That must be something that Restalgia knows how to calculate.
If there's
I just
one
wanna
thing
say-
nostalgia understands, it's vibration feel.
Those
Now-
new batteries.
Now,
60%
Colin, if you're going to do it, I would say, what if you took it out of that little plastic housing and just mounted
Oh,
these
just-
pieces directly to the wood?
Yeah.
You'll have 80% feel. So
I'm going to have to calculate that.
All right,
I got
guys.
75% more feedback than you did.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we all know Restalgia is very tech savvy, so we wouldn't want to doubt the validity of his information he puts out there in the world. But honestly, guys, if you think Restalgia pulled that number out of thin air, put a 1 in the chat. If you think it's accurate, put a 0. I'll tell you right now, guys, I'm putting a 1 in the chat right now. I think Restalgia just pulled that number out of thin air.
Yeah, guys, it's gotta be about a 60, 62, 62%. Yeah, 62%. Yeah, about 62% increase.
He's making that number up. Everyone's putting a 1 in the chat. He made that up. And you want to know how it's made up, guys? Well, we'll tell you. Even though he's not here, we are going to honor him like we always do and simply say, where is it? Oh, I can't do it. I don't have it
that's
anymore.
good, man.
I deleted it. I totally deleted it. No, I did it. All right, we got to honor him. 60% increase, guys, for real with Restalgia. I had a brand new one for tonight's episode, but as you guys know, I like to hold these until he's here so I can get his live reaction. Restalgia does not see these before we put them up on screen, so you guys just get a replay of last week. So there you go, guys. Make sure you check out his video and subscribe to his channel, and make sure you hit the thumbs down on his video as well.
Yeah,
He's too busy making content instead of being here. So I was like, he's releasing stuff. So it's good there.
So all in all, I mean, that's a really cool mod, and Arcade1Up is shipping legacy cabinets, and whenever the new products go out, there's always this wave of excitement and positivity, right? People get really excited about receiving new stuff. So where was I going with that? Did any of you in the live chat order a legacy cabinet? Let me know which one. Did you order Capcom, Midway, or Atari? Throw it in the live chat. And Beacon, you said you didn't order any of these, my friend.
I know. I had the Atari one in my cart several times, like for the first one and the re-release, and like I'm almost about to press it because it looks absolutely gorgeous. I think the designs of them, the way they're going with the looks of the shapes is great. They're just not unique enough, controls enough, because like, you know, I'm a modder at heart, and at some point I'm gonna want to just rip it out and do something, and that's what's the point if I can do that with other things. So I'm holding out on some more unique controlled things, and maybe things that aren't worth potentially modding, like Killer Instinct and then just the Shape of Dragon Slayer, Space Ace, like those cabinets that I think are the most unique for me are the ones that I'm kind of holding out for. So I've been holding out on the other three they haven't released yet and haven't done legacies yet. But if I find good deals on them when they actually get in store, I might pick one up. But pre-order was I had to hold off.
Well, I think you'll be in luck there, Kongs, because if I'm not mistaken, there is going to be the $2.99 versions of these. I think $2.99 because I think the prices are going up. But the $2.99 versions of the legacy cabinets are going to be available at Walmart. That's no riser, no lit marquee, so you can make your decision if you want to get them. But there is a golden opportunity. You can pick up a Midway legacy cab, then create your own Paperboy handle controller that will also be comfortable for doing fatalities in Mortal Kombat. That's your challenge. Go.
What?
Done at some level. Like people know me for my yoke mod, and that can do so many. I've actually had somebody play Street Fighter using a Star Wars yoke before, so I absolutely could see somebody doing a fatality with a Paperboy handle boy. But yeah, that's the one I'm most curious about is how that obviously runs, because I love Paperboy with my analog yoke on Star Wars. And if there's a mod to do that, that might be worth it. But at that point, I'd just get a Paperboy cab. But yeah.
Guys, we got a $5 super chat from our good friend Zohar. He ordered the Midway cab just to cancel it. And you know what, Zohar, my friend, you know we love you. You don't have to super chat. But what's funny is he paid $5 a couple weeks ago and wrote the exact same comment. So $10, Zohar. Think about it, man. You don't have that's really nice of you, sir, but you don't have to super chat. That's pretty funny, though. I ordered it just to cancel it, like an aha moment. Like, sorry, too bad. But yeah, so mine's actually on the way. I should have it on the 25th is what they're telling me.
Which one did you get? The Atari one?
I got the Midway one.
The Midway one.
But I really want the Atari one. I really want that Tempest one. So I'm going to have to wait until it's available for order again somewhere. So
that's weird that the Midway one got announced last, but it's shipping first. Is that?
Yeah. Is that what's up with that? Carl, does that make any sense?
It doesn't. And I had the Atari one on order, and they had a ship date of April.
March something. Oh, April. Okay.
Yeah, I think mine was. It was different waves, so some people have different dates for that. I think I had a March. I think I did have a March, and the people behind me, the wave 2, had an April date.
Hey guys, hold on real quick, Michael B. We got Wolfenose in the house. Everyone say hi to Wolfenose, the best image maker in the business, in my opinion. I love your images, my friend. Keep them coming. All right, Michael B., what were you about to say?
They were always coming at around the same time. Midway probably coming first. They were just waiting to announce it to tie in with that Mortal Kombat movie, remember? So it was always in the works. Yeah.
You think so? Interesting. Like, let's 100%. Hold it because people are going to be hitting the internet, typing in Mortal Kombat, and then their cabinet's going to pop up. Okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of
all about optimization.
All right. I like it. Speaking of which, we got one more thing for Arcade1Up, and then we're going to switch gears because we always cover all the companies on our show. Michael B. has a little bit of bad news for us about the Outrun cabinet and how it impacts Canadians. Go ahead, my friend. Share away.
Yeah, so a lot of us have been waiting to find out whether or not we were going to be able to get the stand-up Outrun cab here in Canada. I asked a couple times, and I kept getting no, but I got a definitive no this week. It looks like stand-up Outrun's not coming to Canada. Of course, I also got a definitive no about... Well, I didn't get a definitive no. I was told Marvel vs. Capcom wasn't going to happen that year, and then we got a pre-order anyways. But it looks like we're not going to get stand-up Outrun. So if you've been waiting, maybe go pick up the drive... sit down one if you want to get an Outrun cab, because stand-up doesn't look like it's coming. The only option we might have is sometimes Wayfair doesn't pay attention to the rules of selling cabinets across borders, so check Wayfair. Maybe you can get it that way.
Yeah. Well, Did you want the sit down or the stand up? I mean, I think stand up is better, especially when I found out the stand up ships with a riser the same size as the Star Wars riser. So it's like, what, about 3 inches taller or something like that? That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I've always wanted to stand up because, you know, I want all my cabs to be about the same height. I got that weird OCD thing, so. Nostalgia-meter.
You see my Restalgia-meter. Oh my god, I need to make a prop, the Restalgia-meter prop.
Somebody had a comment that said it was Restalgia, which was pretty good too.
Yeah. Restalgia, that's another one. Restalgia-meter.
When you make the Restalgia-meter, it's got to be really cheesy. Like we're talking cardboard, really cardboard construction paper, all out.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, guys, let's move over to iiRcade. So last week, no games were announced because iiRcade was updating their firmwares and preparing to release Dead Cells, and Dead Cells, of course, was released. I'd like to share a little video for you to play in the background while we kind of talk about this. And this is actually content from my good friend Gene over at Mad Dad's Gaming, who did a stream here showing off playing Dead Cells on the iiRcade. Did anyone get a chance to play it on the iiRcade, and what'd you guys think about it? Michael B, what did you think about it?
It's hard.
It's hard. It's definitely, I die a lot. You know what I mean? Like, this game is still pretty new to me. I'm definitely no expert. I told Jong, I'm like, I want to live stream it. I definitely want to live stream it and show it off, but I need to get good, and I'm not good yet. This game is definitely got a learning curve to it, but it's a lot of fun. B Kongs, have you ever played this game on any other platforms, or are you just waiting to get it eventually on? Because you have an iiRcade now as well, right?
I do, yeah. I have the Dragon's Lair iiRcade, and I've been really selective with my gaming choices. And this was, you know, at the same price point that you can get it on another platform. Like, this is a Metroid Castlevania type platformer, and I love that series. But I'm so used to playing it on a controller. So if I'm curious about iiRcade optimizing this for arcade experience. If maybe Michael B, you said you played it, right? Like, does it feel natural using an arcade stick and buttons versus, like, I feel like I'd want to dash and jump. Like, I don't know how accurate I can be using arcade setup with this.
No, it's the same experience. Like, if you go from playing Street Fighter and you play Street Fighter a lot on a Super Nintendo controller, then you try to jump on an arcade stick. It's the same thing. Like, you got to relearn it. It's like relearning how to ride a bike.
Yeah, I see. But yeah, it looks great though. I'm excited to jump into it.
Man, it's I mean, it's really cool. It's beautiful. The music is amazing, and the music really draws you into the experience. And of course, with the iiRcade sound system, that always helps. The game runs, it works really well. The only thing is, when I first turned the game on, the first time I turned it on, you know how what I love about all these multicades is they bring up the little screen that shows you all the controls. And I was like, holy crap, this thing uses a lot of buttons. We're talking
all the buttons.
We're talking 6 buttons on player 1 side, 2 buttons on player 2 side, plus 2 of the player 1, player 2 start buttons at the top buttons also have game functions as well. There's a lot of controls. So the question is this, guys, we really want a lot of these kind of console-ish modern games on the iiRcade, but of course the buttons are gonna be a challenge. Now, I will say this though. It took a little bit to get used to, but once I got used to it, now it just feels like I've always played it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just having, the only bad thing is I'm having the bad guys kill me and stuff, but that's about it, right? But the controls themselves I've gotten used to, guys. What do you guys think about? What do you think about the controls? I mean, we're talking a lot of buttons here, man. Like using almost. Go ahead, buddy.
I hadn't had any problem with that because at least they display what the buttons are on the screen, so you know which button to hit as far as what you need to hit. I think for me the iiRcade, to me their buttons are inverted. I'm used to the main controls being on the lower level and then the secondary ones being on the top. So that's always had taken me a little bit to get used to. This game is definitely hard, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, the sound system is awesome. For me, this is I've played my iiRcade more than I've ever played it. Now that I have this game, I'm like you. I didn't want to do a video of it yet until I can at least make it a good distance without dying. You know, to understand you know, because you can release some weapons and then pick them up later and do all this stuff. So I just got to understand the concept of it a little better. But I definitely enjoyed playing it for sure this week.
Hey, Footy Laughs, I think Footy Laughs is saying that B Kong is the GOAT, is what that is.
Thanks, Footy. We go on at it for Friday Night Fights, so he's a big Marvel vs. Capcom guy. So he and I go at it a couple times on the fights.
Yeah. So this game's really cool, and these are the kind of more popular titles. This thing has sold 5 million copies that iiRcade needs to get on their platform to excite people, get them to want to play it. Retromania is going to be coming out hopefully within the next month, right? I think Retrosoft Studios just released a video update saying here's the iiRcade status, but I didn't watch it. If anyone in the live chat watched it, do me a favor, throw it in there. I've been too busy today. Let me know if he gave an exact date, but I think it was about a month from now is when Retromania Wrestling's coming out on the iiRcade. That's going to be a huge game for them. Very popular. And then what else does iiRcade have going on? Oh, yes, they announced they are going to be coming out. What?
He's been raising his hand. Michael B is like so polite. You're the nicest guy ever, Michael B. He's like,
wait.
Hello.
Michael B, your
Hello.
celebrity.
Hello.
Michael B, your celebrity status has gone through the roof, my friend. You are everywhere. You don't need to raise your hand anymore. Just speak up, brother. Go ahead.
So anyways, for those of you who've turned into pinball streams, you know I don't wait till I get good to stream a game. So I am actually going to be streaming Dead Cells tomorrow night from my iiRcade. That's my plan. So
okay.
If you want to see someone play this very badly, tune in tomorrow night to my channel.
Oh, you can button match this game?
It's like one of those come watch me suck streams, right? Is that what they say?
Well, hey guys, maybe I should change the name to that.
Yeah. So, guys, Michael B is going to live stream tomorrow evening. What time?
I don't know yet. Depends on what time my daughter goes to bed.
All right.
Probably around 11:30. 11 o'clock Eastern, I'd say.
Yep. And then iiRcade also announced this week they're going to be selling their first accessory for their cabinet. And in this case, it's going to be tempered glass bezel replacements. Now, these obviously aren't going to be cheap. We're talking tempered glass, but it's definitely going to eliminate scratches and nicks and different worrisome cleaning habits, right? Am I going to scratch it if I clean it? You know what I mean? So what do you think about that, B? What do you think about this, to having a glass bezel? And guys, let us know in the live chat, are you into, we're going to call it IIR glass?
I like it. It's gonna be easier to clean with the smudges. Like, the plexi just gets, even if it's slightly humid, like there's humidity in the air, right? Like it gets kind of foggy. I'm always using my microfiber cloth to wipe stuff down on most of my Arcade1Ups, and even the plexiglass on my pinball has started. Maybe because I'm modding it too much, but it gets scratched really easily. So I'm really looking forward to getting a glass version of it, because I think it's going to reduce my cleaning time. It's one of the things where Mrs. Kongzarus loves to clean the house, but she never cleans my arcade, so I have to do that. And this would be awesome to have the replacement.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know the price, we don't know the shipping amount. I swear to God, Mad Dad's just played peekaboo with the camera there. Did you guys just see that on his video? What were you doing? Playing peekaboo with your audience there, buddy?
Just making sure we're still here.
Look at Jeff Rainwater, who's one of the biggest iiRcade fans out there. Not sure I need glass, but peer pressure. Very, very interested.
If yours came scratch, it's a good replacement option, right? People have been asking about getting replacements and stuff for that.
So guys, I apologize. I got a private message from Restalgia. He confirmed that your enjoyment level will be increased by exactly 60% with the tempered glass bezel.
The iiRcade will be a better experience, 60.32% with your IIR glass.
Verified by Restalgia meter.
The Restalgia meter. The Restalgia meter. There you go. Our Restalgia meter. Yeah, we're totally going to bring that into the show. It's kind of like Flan. We're slowly letting Flan die, but
no, we're not. Flan forever.
These things come and go. So speaking of which, before we head over and start talking about, we want to talk about the AtGames pinball joystick. We also don't want to make this a super long show tonight. We're actually moving along at a great pace, guys. Thanks so much. Maybe it's Restalgia that slows us down and makes us drag out an hour and a half show. Maybe that's what's going on. We might actually get done within an hour. And then we obviously want to talk a little bit about Snyder Justice League as well. Spoiler warnings for those who haven't seen it or watched the whole thing. But we'll try and work our way around that. So before we do that, I forgot where I was going with this. That's right. Before we show off the control panel, MichaelB The Game Genie, you want to tell people about some merch?
Yeah, sure, guys. So, Restalgia's not fired. He's a good guy. And you can head over to his Teespring store where you can get your latest Super Game Room Dudes merchandise, previously modeled by Mrs. Kongs R Us. Get your own shirts today. Everything from Only Flans to the Super Game Room Dudes. Every single shirt includes PDubs getting kicked in the diddly. Everybody, head over now to the Teespring store. It's fantastic.
Oh my God, that kicked in the diddly. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
It's so good.
Yeah, only fans, baby.
Speaking of which, guys, Mrs. Kongs R Us is not here tonight. We're so sad to hear this. What's going on with that? Why is she not here? Does she not like us anymore, B? What's going on?
No, I was telling the guys when you invited me to come out, I had to get prepped for the show an hour and a half by sucking up to Mrs. Kongs R Us. I had to cook dinner for the kids. I had to put my daughter through ballet class and sit and make sure she did her twinkle toes. And then I was like, are you good? Because my kids are downstairs right at 6 p.m. our time. So she's with doing her family, Mrs. Kongs R Us, the best mom in the world. But I literally had to prep an hour and a half to make sure I was good for this hour. But maybe I might ask her to come up. She might bring in, but the whole kids might come along too. But I'll see if she'll make a guest appearance and say hello. She has plans.
There were rumors out there that Mrs. Kongs might be on tonight's show, and I'm telling you, there were a lot of our viewers took an hour and a half to prepare for the show, knowing Mrs. Kongs was coming on. A lot of our viewers, they showered, put on deodorant, they shaved. They were ready to see Mrs. Kongs.
Getting ready. I know.
I got for the very first time too. So.
I see.
Oh my God.
We'll see if she can make a guest appearance. She sometimes doesn't like to come into the man cave with all these new things that I have poking their things around. But we'll see. I got to find out what other content and things she wants to get engaged with. But she's been awesome, so we'll see if she can make a guest appearance before.
Yeah, she did really cool as the Princess Leia character. I thought that was a fun review. Guys, did you see Mrs. Kongs R Us and B? You guys tag teamed it instead of doing separate reviews.
Mm-hmm.
How was that? How was that instead of doing her version and your version? Yeah, how was that?
I mean, as a content creator, I've been trying to decide like what the best angle for certain reviews would be. And, I had done the parody review, but I really wanted to do like a straight review and involve her. So at first she was going to read the whole thing, but then I got really technical with some parts of it. And so we decided to, she does that mostly for work, actually. She's very into presenting. And so she's great on camera. She can speak. And so I thought about having her do the whole thing. But then I didn't know how authentic it would sound. So I think we found the right balance of it. She's good. She can get it. But when she was starting to say like the monitor 7.5 inches, and I was like, don't worry about it. I'll take care of the technical stuff. But she did a great job going over all the stuff that she's like, that actually she pays attention to. So, I mean, that was authentic her, and I wrote the script for it, but I thought it turned out well. So maybe we'll do future tag team combo stuff. I know that you said I should have been a Han Solo in it. I feel like I'm better behind the camera instead of in front of it, but we'll see. Maybe we'll do more of that. So.
Yeah. Jeff Rainwater says you need to do a Tomb Raider mod that way she could dress as Lara Croft.
My next one that's like right behind you. I haven't done my iiRcade official review yet, and she actually did dress up as a Daphne outfit. So that might be in the future as our next themed review. And since everybody's done their iiRcade review when it was released, like I think it's actually nice to have some more content to download, to have had it for a little while, to do some stuff. So I'm gonna do the 3-month owner review type of content thing to see how we do. So we'll maybe produce that pretty soon. So keep an eye out, guys, for Mrs. Kongs R Us as your favorite Daphne preview.
There you go. There you go.
Hey B, you'll learn this about this show. You just gave PDubs another video idea, so he's gonna get his out for you. He's gonna be Daphne. He's gonna be Daphne on his review. So,
yes.
All right. So what I love about this is Restalgia still has to do an iiRcade review, and he's still gonna do the big Buck Hunter review like Mrs. Kong. So if you've got Mrs. Kong dressed up like Daphne, we're getting a second.
It's gonna happen. It needs to happen now. Hey, I mean, having a beautiful woman in a costume in a video is one thing, but man, it's no Deadpool talking head. I mean, I got to tell you, B, you got to step up your game, guys. You got to step up your game, guys. When I did my Marvel Pinball review, which I published this week, what was funny is I was like, all these reviews have been out. How can I make it different? I was like, oh, I could dress up. I do have, because we have a lot of Halloween costumes. Some are superhero. I was like, I could dress up, but I was like, I don't want to dress up. I'm like, what do I got? What do I got? I'm looking around my house and I have that talking Deadpool head. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw this in the video. I thought it would be fun, and it ended up being fun. A lot of people left me comments saying they really enjoyed the Deadpool head. B, did you watch my review? I know I suck compared to you. Did you?
It was good. I saw it and I was like, man, you need to mic him up a little better. But other than that, it was good.
Yeah,
it was fun.
He had no throat, you know what I mean? So his voice wasn't that loud, was it? So.
No, yeah, it was an interesting take on when you put it in there, but it was good. I liked it. It was good content for sure.
Yeah.
It was my third favorite Marvel Pinball review this week.
Oh, stop it! What was the second one?
Mine.
Oh, you're so biased. You're so biased. Oh, it's no Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh no!
Can you imagine if Gilbert Gottfried was like a retro gaming YouTuber? Like, we would all watch his channel. You know what I mean? Like, hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and today we're talking about Tempest Legacy Cabinet from Arcade1Up. You know what I mean? Like, it would be amazing. It would be like a 90-minute video because he talks really slow, loud but slow, right? He talks loud but slow. It would be hilarious. I would love to see Gilbert Gottfried review an Arcade1Up product. What about you guys?
I wouldn't, but I was kidding. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, if he was still doing his Alyssa Milano bit, yeah, he knows how to pull those lines out of thin air for sure. But it's almost like a 15-second wind up when he was getting there just to get to his tits line.
Yeah, he's the wheel. He's not as young as he used to be, right? Like, all the wheels were turning, but it was so cool. All right, guys.
When I watched that, it sort of reminded me of me being real slow talking, but it just was louder than I've been for a while.
All right. I'm going to have to switch microphones here, guys. We're going to head over to the AtGames Legends Pinball Machine. We're going to show off this joystick, and we're going to talk about it, hopefully answer some of your questions. So just bear with me one quick second. And while I'm doing this, B Kong, what do you think about joysticks and buttons on pinball machines? I'd love to get a fresh opinion on it. Do you think it's a bad idea, good idea? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, as a modder that likes the options, I think it's great that AtGames Legends, since their platform can support different things besides just pinball, that was their model, right? That you can do so many things on your device. I thought it was great that they, out of the box, provided something that you can do that, because otherwise Arcade1Up's not going to do that. We know that that's going to stay stock. I even tried to, I know you're going to do your fancy one. I tried to mock up my own little board that I would put on my Arcade1Up if I did it. It doesn't fit all these buttons. So I tried to see if I could this is the same size as the apron for the Arcade1Up, and I was just seeing what buttons would fit. It's really thin in terms of all these layers of buttons. I could probably only fit 3 of these instead. So it didn't quite work out how I wanted to, but I might be adding my own to my Arcade1Up one, my own version, since they don't have a product. So we'll see if that becomes part of my future Arcade1Up Pinball FX3 mod, plus more.
Well, B, I am a vertical guy. I play more vertical games, and the reality of it is 3 buttons is all you really need. There's very few games for vertical. Yeah. So like I mounted my Galaga, and 3 buttons is all you really need for vertical. So I think if you take a look at that and make your mods from that, I think you'll be good.
Okay, because I saw this and was like, oh, they could fit 6 buttons. I could probably do that, but there's just not enough space in the stock Arcade1Up one. So, but that's good to know for sure.
Yeah, definitely look into that.
Yeah.
When I first got into V pins and started looking at that, I seen all the kits that were coming from China, and some had the controls on. I'm like, oh, why would I? Why would I? But I understand everyone doesn't have. Everyone's not Michael B, where they can, buy everything that comes out.
Get all
space is an issue. And since I don't have my controls, my control panel comes next week. But since I've been playing that and looking at it, man, that big screen is cool, man. That screen is cool for verticals. I mean, I think it's huge. So it's like, oh man, I think I've had to look more carefully at this. And so, like I said, my panel is coming in next week, so I'll definitely check it out.
Okay, guys, can you hear me on this headset?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're
All
a
right,
little soft, but
yeah. But hey! If you say that's what she said, you're going to be fired, just like Restalgia. All right, guys, I got some little pictures here that'll look pretty good, and then we'll do a live demonstration for you. So just bear with me here. I'm always trying to do 10 things at once. So to give you guys kind of a really nice shot, because it's kind of dark in the office right now, even though I have lights on. So guys, right here is your control deck, and what do you guys notice about these buttons compared to what you've seen on AtGames buttons in the past, guys? You notice any differences here? Maybe Detroit Love will be able to answer that question.
I'm sorry, someone just called me about my warranty, so repeat your question.
I said you guys will notice we have different style buttons on this control deck than what we've seen on all of the other AtGames products in the past. So, and these buttons have a much better micro switch underneath. They're very, very clicky. And these buttons feel, I'll have to be honest, guys, a little bit more premium than what comes included with all the other AtGames products. And these buttons are predominantly flat. They're not indented or anything of that nature. So now when it comes to your trackball, that trackball does appear to be the same trackball that comes with other AtGames devices. Hang on one second here. I got my computer's going haywire.
I mean, from this angle, they look a little slightly concave.
Yeah.
Which is what I prefer.
Yeah, it's a little, but it's definitely not. Geez, what is that?
That's the warranty people keep calling me. Phone. Let me mute this.
Hey, God, I'm having a little bit of a tech issue here. Go ahead. So that's pretty cool. Now, also, let's give you a little profile view here of this joystick. So one thing that I heard a lot of people say was, man, that joystick sticking up is going to look bad. And look at the short joystick we got on here, guys. This definitely is not the same length joystick as what you've seen on other AtGames products as well. So definitely appears to be a little bit of a hardware change in regards to the buttons and the joystick compared to other AtGames products. But the trackball does appear to be the same. What do you think about the height of the joystick, Kongs R Us? Do you want that thing bigger? Do you like having the shorter throw on it? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks great in terms of matching the decor of the all black panel. And I know some folks are against having controls on a pinball machine, but that's what AtGames did. They made multi-cade products, and this is the epitome of what AtGames does well. And so I think it matches the look and feel of the machine just great. The height, the look, the black feel of it. I think it looks fantastic from a looks perspective.
What about you, Michael B, the Game Genie? What do you think about that?
Looks pretty cool, man. Like we talked about it earlier. You remember my comments from the pre-show, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, come on. You were hazing me during that.
This thing is so cool. I like the options. Like I've always said, like I give AtGames a fun time because I keep mentioning you guys should do some kind of Legends what is it called? Cocktail table cocktail table. I always said that the Legends is screaming for a cocktail table, and we're never going to get one. So this might be the closest thing we ever get to that. I'm looking forward to playing games, especially vertical games like Centipede on that giant screen in the Legends Pinball. I'm really excited about getting one of these once I get my Legends Pinball, which isn't going to be April 8th now. It might be towards the end of April, but I'm getting anxious.
I love the all black. Guys. I think the all black looks super cool. And also here, this lower profile shot, guys, this shows you that joystick is definitely not as long nor as obnoxious as you might think it would have looked like if they used their normal size joystick. It definitely blends in, and with it being black on black on black, like you could walk past the pinball machine and honestly not even notice that this is on here if you're just like moving through a room. It's not like it's got some big obnoxious red ball on it. I'm kind of digging it. Carl,
Yeah,
what do you?
it looks really nice. I mean, like the people in the flans were saying, I just like that the big giant Legends pinball is now gone as a result of putting that on there. I'm not sure why those red arrows are on the trackball. I don't really need any instructions on which way to turn my ball.
Whoa. Which way is forward? I don't know.
but other than that,
we have to call it the Tech Buzz Gaming. Just said they made a pea-sized joystick.
Oh, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. He's a hater. He's a known hater. That's
known hater, like Restalgia.
Known hater, like Restalgia. Guys, look who's here. Mrs. Cogs R Us. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you? How's everyone doing? Please throw smiles and thumbs ups, or if it's beer somewhere else, put it in the chat.
Yep. And I got one more photo. I got one more photo to show you guys of this thing. Actually, no, I really shouldn't show this photo. That's Mrs. Kong's wearing an OnlyFans t-shirt. Hang on, let me cycle. Let me cycle through here. Sorry, guys.
There's a comment in the chat from Restalgia that I think we should put up on the screen.
The Tech Buzz Gaming is right. It's the size of joysticks PDubs is used to playing with. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Guys,
why didn't you read that first?
Well, you know why? Well, you know what? As the host, captain of the ship here, technically, you know, I've got you guys a lot with stuff like this, and you know, I've got you with stuff like this, and I got Carl with this, like, you know, and let's not forget this. Oh, baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens here. So, you know what? If it's my turn to get a beating, I'll take a beating. So there you go. Okay, so let me share this picture here for you guys as well, so we can kind of zoom in on everything here. And just another profile shot. Now, we do have the red arrows. Should they have just left all this off completely, the red arrows, guys? Are we really going to complain about red arrows? I don't know.
It's nothing. It just, you know, because the position of it, where it's closer to the front, then the arrows just look a little odd if it was more centered. But yeah, I mean, it was no purpose to have it, but it doesn't take away from anything.
Yep. Jason says it looks like a Sega Genesis Power Stick. I don't even remember one of those. Do you guys remember? Is that true?
Yeah, it does actually. It looks a lot like that. That's a really good call, even with the arrows.
Yep. They should get rid of the arrows. Man, we're never happy. We're always going to find something to complain. We're always going to find something to complain. You know, AtGames or somebody's going to watch this stream and they're going to be like, God, they're never happy.
Never satisfied.
They're never satisfied. All right, guys, before we dive into actually showing you this thing in action, let me find something real quick, because I want to get your guys' final thoughts here. From an appearance point of view, guys, before we go and test it out, let's say, do you like it? Put a 1 in the chat. If you don't like it, put a 0. Now, this should be an interesting survey, guys, because if you remember, AtGames revealed their survey results, and this is actually a good number. 50% of owners who ordered the Legends Pinball machine, waves 1 through 4, 50% of everybody put down an order for this control panel. So that tells you there's a lot of people out there that actually want to play games that are not pinball games on their pinball machine. So definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. Mr. and Mrs. Kongs R Us, are you the kind of folks that would play a game like vertical games on a pinball machine, or are you just going to play pinball?
Apparently, we're getting one, so
I just told her that I've been waiting for her. So.
There's no need to ask that question.
And I was part of the 50% that on National Owners Day, I got the Legends Pinball ordered, and I put in that order for the control panel. I love options. Options being the spice of life, right? Right, babe? Don't you just love all the options you can do when you play games on any device?
Am I supposed to count the options right now? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, the Capcom versus Marvel, the Star. I can keep going.
Variety being the spice of life. This is great for me personally, wanting to be able to play as many games as I can on some of my machines. So it's right up my alley for sure for me.
That's very, very cool.
She's so
what about
happy.
you?
She's so excited. Go ahead.
What about you, Detroit Love? Is this
the biggest thing that I'm interested in is how the haptic feedback now changes. That's what I'm interested in hearing from you about, because I obviously had to put them in a different spot, right? For these controls to be there. So let me know how that feels.
Actually, hang on a second here. Let's take this off of here. Actually, do I still have the old board here? Hang on. We're gonna show you guys the old board here because I got this one in here. Or maybe I actually have the picture from the Facebook group. Hang on, let's do that. Well, in a nutshell, guys, the exciters are in the exact same place as they were on the original panel.
Okay.
They just look a little bit different. So gotta find my Facebook picture. I don't have it on this computer. That was from my cell phone. And the exciters also look a little bit differently, but there's no branding or anything. And I didn't notice any kind of like, oh my God, they're like 20 times more powerful. I didn't notice anything like that. They felt the same as they are today. I just think they have a different little casing on them. So just bear with me. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Carl, what were you asking about it?
I wasn't asking anything. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the part where you
now
ask something.
is it possible for you to do Restalgia's modification on this thing here so you can get 60% improvement on the haptic feedback?
We need to get the PDubs technical review.
Well, the question is do you even need to? Because he pretty much mounted the Arcade1Up solenoids in the same spot where the AtGames exciters are, guys. So yeah,
well, everybody's saying it's about 60% better in chat, so that's awesome.
and I would think that it's because you can actually program it to be lower or higher. I would imagine the control panel wood is thicker than what that initial panel was. So I would think that you'll be able to amp that up and not get the rattle and have a better experience. So I'm definitely curious, like I said, how that experience changes with this new control panel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it. Man, I got so many notifications. What were you going to say, Michael B? I thought I heard you about to chime in.
Someone just mentioned it should be called the Centipede controller because that's what everybody's going to be playing on.
The Centipede controller? That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, God, I can't find the picture. I have a picture of the guts. I flipped this thing over.
I tell you, the Galaga looked awesome on that 32-inch screen. Man.
I didn't think Galaga was on the AtGames Legends ecosystem.
Well, because you
stop it.
Because you have options.
Naughty sauce.
Play what you want to play, baby.
All right, I can't find it, but sorry guys, I'm checking. There's so much.
Well, you only have 8 more minutes to the hour, so you're gonna have to get up.
Well, I guess we're gonna go over a little.
You see, so now you can't blame Restalgia for it now.
All right, so let's go check this thing out here. So let me add this to the stream, and let's see if I can adjust some cameras and stuff. So we could pick a game and we could show this off. I mean, it's just a joystick. I mean, it's not like
Mrs. Kongzaros, what were you going to say?
I just saw the comment about that single sister. I'm going to say no comments.
But as you can see here, navigating the menus now is a breeze with the joystick. So much better than that D-pad. I mean, that D-pad wasn't bad, but this is the way to go. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me grab that.
PDubs, can I ask you a question? Why were people so concerned about the height of the joystick? I mean, it's so far back from the screen. Why were they concerned about it sticking up? It wasn't going to interfere with gameplay in any way. There's no way from a viewing angle, unless you're 2'7", that was going to get in the way of the screen.
Well, I think a lot of people were kind of what's the word? If it looks bad aesthetically, they're going to think it's just automatically a bad idea. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm just adjusting my tripod height.
No, I get what you're saying, but I don't understand it. To me, that just seems like complaining for the sake of complaining, that the joystick might have been too high.
Well, if you've been in any kind of video game fan forum, people complain just for the sake of complaining. So, am I wrong?
Well, no. Now I can see it. Just put your control. Yeah, that's way too big. I can't see the screen over the top of that joystick.
Oh, stop!
Unwatchable.
You were being such a pain. I'm using the wrong camera for this, so sorry, guys.
Is this your 4K one?
I can't zoom out.
Well, just tilt it up like you just had. Zoom it back and then just tilt it up because we need to see the screen to see what you're playing.
Now move it to the left, just to the left.
Hey.
Keep going.
You good?
Rotate it up. Rotate it up.
Hang on, you guys are.
There you go. Where you know? That's it. Up a little bit more so we can see the full screen. That's all we need to see.
All right.
You're making this more complicated. Now we're at. You got 5 minutes now.
Oh my God, you're killing me, dude.
Too much left, go right.
You realize it's a 32-inch screen? It's kind of hard to get in one camera shot.
That's all you need right there. Why you keep going down? Were you trying to show your shoes?
Because people want to see the control deck.
He wants to show the screen and the control deck.
Go back down.
He's not going to get that. He's not going to get that.
Let me put it this way. All right, it is a 32-inch screen. It is not like a mini 24-inch screen that you can easily fit in one camera shot. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get the control deck. Just shut up. I would have to set it really far back.
Yeah, you never work with projectors. You just have to walk back a little bit. That's all.
PDubs, this is so half-assed. Get the drone out. Get the drone flying over top of it.
Oh my God, you guys are kidding me. The whole thing. I mean, people have seen Galaga before. I mean, we're just trying to show them how the controls look and feel and all that stuff.
How are you playing Galaga on this? That's not on the Legends ecosystem.
I got the ROMs from Cool Toy.
You finally revealed the source.
Yep. So yeah. All right, let me take care of this. Now, from this angle, you might get a little bit of a glare, but the whole goal is to show people this part in action. Like, guys, you've seen these games a million times. So, like, we don't need to see the whole thing. You guys are making it very difficult for me. Be nice.
This is like the worst version of Galaga I've ever seen.
Dude, come on, man. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. And, oh, here we go. We got Galaga Fast Fire, so let's fire this up. So, hang on. Let me see if I need to turn a light off. What happens if I turn that one off? So, yeah, that's the, there we go. But there you go. So this is, and let me go here. And then, of course, everything is compatible, just like a joystick with, I'm sorry, just like if you plugged in like any other, like your remember I did that video where I plugged in my Legends Gamer Mini and everything worked? So yeah, it's the same thing. So yeah. Duh. And let's go.
And start.
You guys are so mean, man. You give me a hard time.
No, we're trying to help you, brother.
Do you find yourself leaning? Because I saw a couple of comments saying that you most people hunch over their pinball.
Well, this one, I'm 5'11". I don't have the legs raised up yet, but I need to, especially because I've been spending a lot of time on the Arcade1Up machine at full height, which is taller than this at full height.
Yeah.
And so I need to do it. But as you can see, guys, I mean, it works. I mean, it's a joystick. And it literally took 10 minutes to install. It was pretty easy to install, which I'll show in the review video. But there you go, guys. What do you guys think? Is that cool or what?
I love it.
All right, let me pick something. Yeah, let me pick something like here. Let's pick something like a spinner game. So what's a quick spinner game? I'm sorry,
Centipede. Centipede.
No, a game I actually like. Let's do Arcade.
How do you not like Centipede?
Yeah, do Millipede in if you're badass.
Centipede sucks.
What?
Yeah, I don't like Centipede, man. Just because I don't live in I like Centipede world. God. So here we go. We're going to get this fired up here. So this is Arcanoid, just to show you guys this in action. Trackball right here.
I remember seeing a comment saying that the best thing about that whole mini controller is that it doesn't have AtGames Legends plastered all over it. So it's really clean.
Well, yeah. It is one less, what is the word? It is one less logo. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Very good.
The only thing that's missing is Christmas lights. If they had some Christmas lights around it.
Yeah, we're trying to predominantly show people this thing in action. We really don't care the screen here. So you go. But as you can see, totally works. And this trackball, because it's brand new, it's very loose. Like it doesn't feel
Have you guys ever played an AtGames trackball and it kind of has a little bit of a grinding feeling to it? Like it's kind of grinding. Like this thing is pretty free spinning, but then again, it could be because this thing is, is brand new. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same trackball. You know what I mean? So, I'm literally trying not to get my fat butt in front of the camera. So, but there you guys go. Boom, boom, boom. See, it works. Wasn't that cool?
Not really. You didn't want to play Centipede, so you could play Arkanoid.
I like Arkanoid. I don't like Centipede.
My God.
Centipede.
What have we got?
You're a pain in the butt. Okay, what else do you want to see?
Centipede.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody's leaving the show now because there's no Centipede.
They are not leaving the show. I can see the subscriber counter over here, or the viewer counter. All right, so how do you, what is it again? C, right? C skips a letter. So let's go, how do we go back a letter? Is it Z? There you go. All right, we'll play a little bit of Centipede.
Yeah!
Just trying to do it.
I could see his arm on one screen and his other hand here.
Wait, what happened? Did it change?
No, it's fine.
You're in two places at the same time.
What happened there?
You're on both cameras, sort of. We're kind of enjoying that.
How long was that going on? You should have told me.
Not enough time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now look at this. This is a real game right now. Centipede.
All right, so here I'll fill the screen only because. So if you're playing coin ops on this, you probably wouldn't want to play like this and not stretch the screen to fill because it kind of stretches the game a little bit. But for you guys to kind of see what's going on here, we'll go fill because as you can see, everything's kind of stretched out a bit here for you. So we'll do that and we'll hit start. I didn't have to do this, Michael B. I could have just filmed a review video. I was trying to do this for you, my friend.
Somebody was asking, do you play Centipede? Have you played this game before, Mrs. Kongsaurus?
I want to say yes.
It's a classic. Look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, PDubs is showing us how to really move that ball around. So
Yeah, look at me playing with my trackball, baby.
so smooth. So smooth.
Die! Oh, I got killed.
You would probably like the game more if you just held down the fire button.
Oh my God.
See? Look, fun.
Oh, I don't like doing that. I like button smashing, dude.
Yeah.
I like
okay.
I like hearing the clickies, don't you?
Well, I just like scoring a lot of points, and I find you do that when you hold the button down.
Well, to me, it's about the experience. Ah!
See,
There
awesome game.
There you
Awesome
go. Wow,
game.
got some skills.
Look at that. All right.
Now, Michael B, do you like Millipede?
Wait a minute.
You
Michael
like
B.
Millipede,
Michael B. Centipede's awesome.
right?
Yeah, I know. On a 32-inch screen.
I don't know why you hate on Centipede all the time. This game is amazing. P-Dubs approved, man.
I love Centipede.
Oh, man, they're throwing crap at me now. Jesus. All right. But there you guys go. So everything works, and it works really, really well. So, I have a feeling we're going to see a predominantly positive review on this from me. I still got to do some testing and make sure there's no quirks or anything like that. I also got to test. So I got it set up playing pinball games and all that. Here, let me get that off there. I got it set up to play, your coin ops and your add-on X games and all that stuff. And that's what I've done. But I only played 1 or 2 pinball games, but I didn't do a whole bunch of audio testing. Here, let me crank the exciters up all the way. Let me do it at 50%. Let me do it at 10%. I haven't done all that testing yet for the review, so I need to do that. So let's see right here. Picking up what you were throwing down, P-Dubs, LOL. There you go. Best comment ever.
You guys all have AtGames Legends Pinball, right? Can I ask a question in terms of the look of it? Right, you guys, the top, the lockdown bar and the side trim, it's like a metal black. It's black matte metal.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Yes.
Is that replaceable? Has anybody done a chrome replacement to make it look kind of nicer? Is that possible on the AtGames? It's one of the things that I might consider looking into.
Anything is possible with time and money.
Of course.
Yeah.
Heard that
You
one
know.
before.
And
Right,
according to Restalgia, it is 60% chrome, and we just painted over it black.
Kinda like
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean the lockdown bar has a unique shape, so that would be the challenge of doing the two side rails would be pretty easy to swap out, I would think, but you would just have to do some work to get that front one to look nicer, or unless you get an actual lock bar, but that would be a lot larger than what's there. Then you wouldn't have room. As long as you don't put the control pen on there, you got some options.
Hey, PDubs.
So here's wait, hold on a minute. This is interesting. So Footy Laugh says, let's play Golden Tee on it. Now, Golden Tee is a horizontal game, right? It's not a vertical game. So it's gonna you're gonna have this little vertical, like your little horizontal play field smashed in the middle of this 32-inch vertical screen. So in all honesty, Footy, and I mean this completely without any disrespect, I don't think that's the kind of games you want to play on here, right? You're going to want to play your vertical games that take up the entire screen, you know?
I think it'd be the first Golden Tee game where you can play without smashing your fingers into something. So that might be something someone wants to play.
Right. But we'll do it.
Despite that limitation.
But we'll do it. Like during the review video, I'll do like a couple shots of Golden Tee in the video just so people can see it.
You got some.
Yeah. Is there any vertical bowling games, guys, that would be good? Because World Class Bowling, that's a horizontal game, right? I can't think of any vertical bowling games.
I think they are, but they're not as nice. They're not.
Let's see here. Yeah, vertical bowling would be awesome. So what'd you think about that, B-Kongs? Does that get you pumped up for when yours arrives, Wave 4? Did you tell the missus yet? Or did we just throw you under the bus?
You all share in that conversation while I sneak off because I hear a rebellion happening downstairs.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for the chat comments too. It's always fun to join you guys because this community is welcoming to having me here. Just sit here and nod.
You have fun.
Right. Thank you. Have a good evening, everyone.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, seeing the gameplay, like just again the options that you saw, and the version that you had, I wonder, you want to do the vertical games like you're saying. So taking the time to do a vertical only image probably would make the most sense if you haven't already. If that exists, I'm sure there's
mine is vertical only.
You have a vertical only build on it, so yeah,
I
perfect.
just need to get rid of the bezels because the bezels, that coin-ops bezels part isn't necessary.
Got it. So yeah, otherwise it looks good. It'll be 60% awesome.
60%. Now, what I can tell you is, like the CoinOps Diamonds vertical build, the R3 Diamonds build. That game, I have it on the PC in the loft. I need to bring that in here, plug it in here, and do joy to key, probably for the button mapping, and that would look really cool on here, right? Like CoinOps X is cool and all, but as you can see, your marquees and everything, your bezels are all on the wrong side. We know our CoinOps chefs are working on putting together vertical builds and stuff that look better. But that I don't know if you guys, that CoinOps Diamonds on here where like they have like the lower 2/3 of the screen are the monitor, and above that on the top portion of the monitor is like an actual marquee. That looks super cool on this pinball machine. So that build with this control deck would be a lot of fun to play as well. The CoinOps Diamonds build. So what do you think about that, Detroit Love? Is it 60.34 or was it 32? I think he's off there.
60.39.
60.39.
Like I said, I like the images and the way they look, but with the CoinOps, you just need to rearrange it so that those bezels are better. Once you do that, it's going to be pretty sweet.
Yep. So guys, do us a favor in the live chat. Let us know. Did you guys like what you saw, seeing this thing actually in action for just a quick 10-minute demonstration? We're not doing a gaming live stream. I didn't want to give you guys an hour of gameplay, but did you guys like it? Are you guys excited about getting your control decks when they come? I definitely want to see that feedback in the live chat. Are we getting thumbs up skis? We're getting thumbs up skis. I'm thinking I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, I have no complaints. I just got to do a little bit more testing,
It's worth it. I mean, I know the nod price was 100. Well, what's the retail on it though? Like that's
200.
Is it? Okay, so the nod price was great, especially with the Gamer Pro and things coming out. if it was retail personally, and like now I just hearing that point, I wouldn't be excited about paying 200 for that. But at 100, it was a steal.
So I got a question. You can jump in there. Does this connect to other devices through Bluetooth? Like technically, if you wanted to, could you lay your Gamer Pro on top of that area and just play with the Gamer Pro as well?
Oh, are you talking about without putting this control deck in? Yeah, I did a video for that on my channel, and actually you don't need to Bluetooth connect it, although you could. What you do is you plug it into the motherboard. There's a USB port on the motherboard.
So you have a channel on YouTube now?
Yeah, I have a channel on YouTube, Michael B. Yeah. It's called.
Start watching that. I wouldn't ask these questions.
It's called what was it? It's called the Restalgia meter. And it's where we accurately test things. But yeah, you guys could you guys don't even need to buy this control deck, but you could buy a Gamer Mini. But then again, the Gamer Mini is way too big. It doesn't fit. And you have to set it on something at the foot of the pinball machine. And now you're sitting like way far back from your pinball machine. You know what I mean? Or standing if you want to stand. So,
But if you have those two, you can play. So that's options, baby.
So Kev Gretz says, shouldn't AtGames put more vertical games on their arcade nets since they're selling an accessory? I would hope they would. That makes sense, right? What were you saying, Michael B?
You can get one of those straps that go around your neck for like holding accordions, and then put your Gamer Pro on that.
Or you can use the stand, the buy stuff store stand for your controller.
It's all about options, baby.
That's it.
You know what? We're not doing any more live demos on this show. It's over. You know why?
There's so much pressure. You almost have to have a Snickers.
Think about it. When we live demoed Michael B doing Attack from Mars, we were just hazing him. Like, you suck. Like, we're trolling you. And now it's my turn. Like, whoever's doing the demo just gets ripped on. And you guys don't understand the pressure and the stress of demoing something live like that. My God.
Well, remember, I did it live with the video, and I didn't even know didn't have the camera on. So
and Carl almost recorded like a world record score, and we're talking about people are so tough on us. They were all like, "Wow, Detroit Love's really good at pinball." Yeah, these people haze us so bad.
The best shot was the back of PDubs' Nuck. So everybody got to see that little zit you got back there. No, it was good.
Wait, I got a zit? What are you talking about? Are you serious?
We call that area.
No, it was really up close and personal. It makes everybody feel really close to the flans.
What are you talking about? Are you serious? Like, what? I have a pimple? What do you mean? Like on my head?
Oh, that's just part of the mustache you're growing on the back.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I can't grow any hair. I can't do anything. I shouldn't be saying anything. I'll just have Mrs. Kong's Arrest do any gameplay next time you invite me on. We'll just have her do a demo, and then you can haze her and make fun of her.
Right,
be fine.
Yeah. So what we'll probably do is I'll probably have to do a separate live stream where I have the camera set further back and elevate it up so you can see everything, and do a bunch of games, as well as do the review video. So we'll probably have a couple of videos out about this control deck, probably this weekend. That's probably the one thing I'm going to work on this weekend. Do we even have time to talk about Justice League? I know we advertised it. Do you guys want to talk about it?
We should. We've run in a couple weeks now where we put something in the thumbnail and then never talked about it. So maybe
like we were gonna talk about the Nintendo Switch Pro and we completely forgot. And then like 2 days later, I messaged Michael B. I was like, I feel like we forgot to do something on that last episode, and we forgot. But yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Spoiler warnings for those of you who haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. Don't talk in detail.
Wait, nobody's watched it? Come on, you guys are supposed to watch it. All right, guys.
Is it good? Commitment. So
is it good or bad? Let me know, guys. Throw it in the live chat. What do you guys? No, you guys haven't watched it? Are you kidding me?
It's 4.5 hours. It's
my God.
3/4 of the first Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah. 12 hours.
Good way to put it.
12 hours of walking, right? These guys were walking to the mountain. A lot of people are saying that they like it. What I can tell you guys is I really, really enjoyed it. I watched like 2 hours yesterday, 2 hours today, so I got it done. But what I can say is I can see why a lot of that got cut out. Like a lot of that was just not necessary. You know what I mean? It was basically like a whole bunch of 10-minute scenes of the superheroes moping about something. You know what I mean? So that's since you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you got 2 hours of bonus footage, but a lot of the footage are like 10-minute scenes where they're just moping about something. You know what I mean? Like the DC universe is so depressing, especially the DC movies versus the Marvel films, where they can do that kind of character development, but also keep it fun and entertaining and make you feel like you're watching a comic book,
It's
right?
character development. It's their only
Right.
opportunity to do it with these new
Yeah,
characters.
but Marvel can do it without, 2 hours of moping. Like they're all moping. Like they go, okay, here's Cyborg, he's depressed. Okay, let's go to Aquaman, he's depressed. And you're like, I can see why all this got cut on the floor, man. It was very depressing. Now it's very good. It's just very like, you're like, I can see. And also when they redid Steppenwolf, and here's what I can tell you, because you've seen him in the trailers. I honestly thought that thing they did with his armor is stupid. Like it just reminded me of the Destroyer in the Thor. What is that? Thor Dark World movie?
No,
The
movie.
very first Thor movie.
Yeah.
Like it literally was like a ripoff of the Thor or the Destroyer armor. With the armor, it moves and it moves with his body and it clicks and it pings and all that kind of stuff. Like I didn't like what they did with Steppenwolf. I liked the change in his voice. He sounded a lot scarier. But his appearance though, I was like, come on, like you're covered literally head to toe in armor. This is the only thing showing is your face. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, guys, am I over? Oh yeah, I am a hater. I always like Marvel more. I always like Marvel.
Now, to be fair, PDubs has to put out there that he does have a Marvel room, a room dedicated to Marvel in his house. So take his words with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Whatever. So, okay, you guys didn't do your homework. You guys didn't watch the movies, so you guys have kind of ruined this segment. So, thanks so
The
much.
trailer was awesome. Can I say that much at the
There
very
you go.
least? There you go.
And Colin,
was
I just figured out. I just realized that those are all lifesavers behind you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's
my
pretty
wall of
awesome.
lightsabers, and they're not officially lit. I have a light bar on the bottom lighting them up. But I got my lightsabers, got my Macross Arcade, got my giant Unicron this way.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good stuff.
That's pretty
Make mine Marvel. I'm sorry, guys. Marvel's always done it better. You know.
I got another question, Colin. Have you tried the your average gamers FX3 tournaments? I know you got your themed cabinet.
Yeah, I need to. I've been seeing people jump into that, but I mean, this is just a personal thing. As I am definitely more a modder and like to just test and make sure games play than actually play the games. I spend way more time tinkering with like stuff in my room than I ever do actually sitting down and playing the games. Like I see all three of you guys have done live streams where you just play pinball for 2 hours. I could never do that. I would want to like play for 10 minutes and then open it up to see what else I could fix. Like I've spent way more time tinkering it with even my pinball. It's like up and running, but I still feel like I have more to do with it than anything. That part drives me more than enjoying the games. And that's horrible. Like I did this last week when I did a game room, an arcade game room tips. I've never once turned on every single game in my arcade because at least one of them or two or three of them are in some state of being modded or working. So my kids can't even enjoy it. Like there's stuff on the floor all the time. I'll get to that point someday, but it's that's just why I haven't joined it. But I think I will. I think a tournament like that, I love what UAG is doing to promote people playing the games. And you know, when you have community, that's the best part, that like it motivates you to want to jump in there and play. So I think I will join Table 3 just to get in there and, you know, get my butt out of the modding room and join you guys, have some fun.
Yeah, that'd be really, really cool. Now, OCG, don't make me unsubscribe, bro. I'm not saying it's bad. I didn't say it was bad. I said there's two things about it I don't like. I don't like Steppenwolf's armor, and I also can see why a lot of that stuff made it to the cutting room floor. Like seriously, it's really cool, guys. It's a 4-hour adventure. It's beautifully done, but prepare yourselves for a lot of 10-minute scenes of superheroes wandering around, staring off into the distance, contemplating about themselves and their personal lives. And it's a lot. It's a lot of 10 minutes of nothing. Does that make sense? That just all got thrown back into the movie. A lot of stuff they added to the fight scenes and all that stuff were really, really done.
A lot of there was enough character development, I think, in the original movie that I don't think it required. Yeah, we need 10 more minutes of Aquaman staring into the water, wondering what life would be like, if he did join the Kingdom of Atlantis. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, that's all I'm trying to say. It makes sense why it was a 2-hour movie, not a 4-hour movie. God.
So I'll ask you this: which did you prefer? Did you prefer the Whedon experience, where he came in and Jossified it, or did you like the Snyder cut? Which one did you like better?
I did like the Snyder cut, but I think it could have been 3 hours, and it would have been perfect. You could have cut out a lot of that crap. It didn't need to be 4 hours.
So let's go into a deep dive on what's wrong with the DC EU, or whatever you want to call it. Do you think that a lot of the problems that came from this is they tried to fast track everything to make their own Avengers? Like when they did Batman versus Superman, wasn't it moving things along way too quick?
Yeah, I think their intention was to have a universe just like the Marvel universe, right? But
without building it.
Yeah, but without building it. They're like, we're just going to give you the movie. They were like, we're going to give you the team-up movie and then the individual movies. Whereas Marvel gave you the individual movies that led to the team-up, right? DC went backwards, and that maybe sucked it up too because, And it sucks too because honestly, Ben Affleck is a pretty good Batman. Henry Cavill is an amazing Superman. All the characters they picked are pretty awesome. Even when they picked Diana, like Wonder Woman, I was like, oh, this is going to be a train wreck. And she turned out to be fantastic. So, I mean, they've got all the right elements. They just need to make it fun and make it enjoyable. That's what they're not doing right now. Yeah. Why so serious? That's the theme. Although I will tell you that the Joker movie with what's the Phoenix guy? What's his name again? Joaquin Phoenix. I really enjoyed that. I finally saw that for the first time a couple weeks ago on HBO Max, and that was I really enjoyed that. Did you guys like that one? Did you guys see that movie?
Ish.
Yeah, it was good. I saw it. I feel like surprised that it was so well rated for a rated R movie. It got such great reviews. Definitely a little creepy, but it was good in a good way.
Yeah, it was a dark movie, but they did a good job with it. I was entertained.
Yeah. And I actually really kind of liked Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey. It was decent. It was entertaining, better than the Suicide Squad one, if anybody caught that one. So they have some gems in the DC universe. Unless you're an actual like real Birds of Prey fan and then you hate it, but I thought she did a good job in terms of the actress.
I thought it was all fun. It's just
I
don't know. It's missing something. Everything seems to be missing something. I want more from it. I don't know.
Now I haven't watched Wonder Woman 84. I've heard this a million times. They say it's a bad movie. B, did you watch that movie, or did you, Carl? Did you see Wonder Woman 84, the sequel? It's on. I think is it on HBO Max? So
I did see it. I wasn't overwhelmed by it.
That's the one with the cheetah girl, right? The Kristen Wiig. Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. So, Bobby, wait, where did it go? Your average gamer, trash. Trash. Yes, it's trash. Okay, I'll save 2 hours out of my life then. All right, guys. Next time we're going to try and switch gears and do something different and maybe talk about a movie. I know it's video game stuff is what people tune into, but next time we do this, you guys do the homework. All right?
We did the homework. I wanted to talk about why it was shot in 4:3 screen. Like, we can't be given spoilers. So why was it shot in 4:3?
Because they said in the right when it starts, because that is the vision of the director, and they wanted to honor his vision. So that's what it says right when you hit play. Go watch it. It's like literally the first thing you see. This is presented in 4:3 to honor Zack Snyder's vision. You know what I mean, or something like that. I'm like, okay. It didn't look bad. Like, I mean, if you're watching it on a big TV, it doesn't look bad at all. Like I was watching on our TV isn't huge. It's a 65. And it looked fine. You could see everything, even though you had the bars.
Can someone send me like a version of it with a coin ops border around the outside?
Oh my God, you're always trolling. All right, you know what?
enough of this hogwash. B, thanks so much for filling in for Restalgia. We greatly appreciate it. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Kongs R Us on YouTube. Make sure you check out his live streams on Thursdays. What's it called, B?
The Next Level, bringing in some different guests. I actually talked to Cool Toy this week too, to talk about toys. So changing it up a little bit, talking to next level guests. I'll bring you on, Dubs, as soon as you do something next level. I'm kidding. You're great. You're fantastic. Don't ban me.
He hit the wrong button. He was about to kick you off. There you go.
No more guests, guys. No more guests. We're done with guests. No, it was my week to get hazed. Some of our viewers said, PDubs never gets hazed. He does all the hazing. Well, this was my week, and luckily I can take it on air. Now, off air, you guys are all dead meat. Guys, make sure you guys also check out MichaelB The Game Genie. And MichaelB, if you wanted to get a sweater like what Detroit Love is wearing, where would you go? Or a t-shirt?
You can go to Restalgia's Teespring store, where you can find all the latest Super Game Room news merchandise. Get yours today. It's fantastic.
God, he's so good at that. All right, guys, thanks as always for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Carl, whenever you're ready, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to all of us. MichaelB, we want to see you in the tournament because you sort of ghost us after that first one. You got 8 pinball machines over there. Surely you have time for us. Guys, until next time, we'll see you on the web.